Before closing the telepathic link, King Kai tells the two that if Frieza does return to Earth, Gohan and Broly will return right away, so it shouldn't be an issue. Vegeta says whatever, and both return to their training for the next 2 months, until the fated day arrives. Frieza is coming to Earth. Jaco warns Bulma of Frieza's return an hour before it happens. Luckily, Kami is ever vigilant and uses his godly vision to see and hear their conversation. He uses telepathy to talk to Bulma and tells her he knew this was coming. The Z-Fighters have been preparing for this just in case, though 1,000 soldiers were unexpected. Goten and Trunks might need to participate as well if they were to have a reasonable chance. Bulma immediately refuses him, though. When the Saiyans came to Earth, Gohan was treated as a last line of defense rather than showing up immediately, so they will treat Goten and Trunks the exact same way. Kami apologizes for being too rash and says he'll begin contacting the other Z-Fighters for now. Once Frieza gets closer to the planet, Gohan and Broly should be made aware of his presence and make their way back to Earth anyway. So, Krillin, Ten Shinhan, and Roshi arrive at the battlefield moments before Gohan and Broly are teleported there. Krillin told Android 18 to stay home with Marin, and Android 17 didn't think that Frieza required his help since Gohan and Broly were coming back to Earth for it. Once they arrive, they can feel Frieza's overwhelming power, and even worse, they can sense that he hasn't transformed yet. Gohan was completely mistaken to think that Frieza wouldn't be a threat, and now the world with his family on it might pay the price for his arrogance. Who knows how strong Frieza could be? Broly puts his hands on Gohan's shoulder and tells him not to worry. Even if Frieza transforms, their training should be enough. The battle begins with everyone taking on Frieza's foot soldiers, but with everyone stronger than in the original version of events due to Kami's foresight, they aren't even remotely an issue. Even Tagoma is defeated quickly, and there's no Ginyu Frog to take control of any bodies either. This leaves us with the main event himself, the Emperor of the Universe, Frieza. Frieza makes his way down to the ground, asking who he should kill first. Broly is ready to face him, but Gohan steps forward instead. It was Gohan's arrogance that made this situation worse than it needed to be, so he would be the one to fix it. Frieza transforms into his true form immediately, and asks if he will transform as well. Gohan says it's sort of a transformation, and powers up into the ultimate form. Frieza is unimpressed by the simplicity of it, but this should at the very least pose for some good entertainment. Remember, this isn't Buu Saga's ultimate Gohan. This is a Gohan that never took breaks from training. A Gohan that has gotten stronger to make sure he doesn't fail the people he loves. A Gohan who got his potential unlocked after doing all of that. He was no pushover. While base to base, Broly was still stronger than him, Gohan still had more power than Frieza's final form. Frieza didn't want to admit it, but Gohan was clearly winning their battle. The power gap is so great that it's clear Gohan has surpassed the power of base Goku in the original Resurrection F arc. Frieza backs off and tells Gohan he's put on a good show, but that power can't compete with what he has in store. Gohan says he hasn't shown everything either. Gohan transforms into his Super Saiyan form, stacking it with Ultimate like he does in Dragon Ball GT or like Broly with the Ikari form. This means that Gohan has gotten potentially over 50 times stronger, since the Super Saiyan multiplier can be flexible depending on which guidebooks you use for it. Frieza transforms into his golden form in response, and the power is unimaginable. Gohan can tell right away he is heavily outclassed. Frieza begins to attack Gohan with everything he has. The young Saiyan is trying his hardest just to fight back, but nothing seems to be working. Broly tries to tell Gohan to back off and let him take care of it, but Gohan can't get away from Frieza, and Frieza won't let Broly get closer. Even with his ultimate Ikari form activated, Broly just can't make it past any of the beams Frieza is sending his way. While the transformation multiplier for the Ikari form is lower than Super Saiyan, Broly actually has more potential than Gohan, so his ultimate form provides a greater amp to make up for the difference, and then some. Not to mention, base to base, Broly is stronger than Gohan. Even still, the gap between him and Frieza was obvious, so after torturing Gohan for a bit, Frieza lets out one final ki blast, killing the young Saiyan where he stands. Now that's one